This video is sponsored by MindLab Pro.
What's up guys, Nelson Dellis here, and today we are doing another reaction video. The last one was well received, and well, it was probably because thanks to Bijay Shahi. But there's tons of other memory performances out there that I would love to critique, look at, see who's real, see who's fake, see who's using memory techniques, see who's not. My perspective as a memory champion on what is out there on the web. Now, I feel like I wouldn't be doing this video justice if I didn't say anything about Bijay Shahi. For those of you that don't know, you should watch my old video. There was this guy from Nepal who claimed that he could basically memorize an entire book, thousands of pages, in under 10 minutes. And there was video of him doing this. But it was questionable. You can judge the video yourself. I'll leave it in the description. Anyways, I challenged him to come on my channel, prove his stuff to me. Very knowledgeable memory expert, I'd say, right? Never heard from him. I actually heard from 3 of his cousins. They all claim to be his cousins. Anyways, this happened a few months ago, but I saw it coming, and it brought me some kind of joy in a way to see this, the way it panned out. But there was a press event, and I don't speak Nepalese, so I don't really know what was said, but I have the gist of it. The reporters found hidden sheets behind his podium that had imprints of what he was going to write out from memory, supposedly. So here we were, all trying to figure out how he was doing this. Did he have a phone? Did he have an earpiece? No, he just traced it beforehand so that it was imprinted, indented on the paper, and then he wrote over it later. No wonder he had to be in a separate room to write out everything. No wonder he had to be way off in the distance, hunched over writing stuff, because he was just copying. It was genius, actually. Very impressed. But anyways, in dramatic fashion, the reporters finally came to their senses, called him out, and he had this very dramatic exit, which I believe in Nepal has gone meme-worthy. I love it. That's just, ooh, that's so juicy. I love it. Love it. Anyways, enough about him. Let's move on to more interesting things. All right, so the way this will work, some people have sent me videos to critique, to look at. Some I may have seen, some I haven't. I don't know yet. I've seen a lot around the internet, but maybe it's something I haven't seen. Either way, I'm gonna comment on it, tell you if I think it's real, and if it is, how they're doing it, or if it's fake, how I think they may be doing it, and we'll see what happens. The first one we're gonna look at is this one by a Spanish guy, Ramon Campayo. I hope I said that right. And his thing is he's a speed memorizer. Okay, so there's a speed memory championship, and it's kind of crazy because in these competitions, you're basically testing 1 second and maybe 4 seconds of how much you can memorize for numbers, binary numbers, I think words, matrices with different colors, stuff like that. It's hard. And when you see what Ramon can do, it's baffling. And I think he designed the championship and he's always won it or something like that. I could be wrong, it may have changed, but he is the best at this stuff. So let's take a look. That's crazy. That just flashed, what, 1 second. And what's interesting to me is seeing how he viewed the numbers. Like I've used that software before, and you can set up how you want digits to appear. So it's kind of bizarre that he had that weird formation. There it is. Wow. So you saw that immediately after seeing it, he was writing it down. That's allowed in this championship. And I don't think that it's something to make you think that this isn't real, because just imagine seeing anything flashed that large on screen and then it's gone. Even writing it down immediately after, it's really hard, right? You're writing all these zeros and ones. By the time you get to the other end or you try to write them all, you've probably forgotten most of them. right? So still crazy impressive. I don't know if this is still the record, but wow. Now, I've had some correspondence with him over the years. I know he uses the same kind of memory techniques that I do, basically turning those numbers into words. I just don't know how he's translating it. That's incredible. That's beyond my capabilities. Maybe with training I could get faster. I know he does train, and the people who are doing also really well in these championships, these speed memory championships, are his students. So clearly there's something there. Yeah, next. All right, next up is one of my all-time favorites. I've watched him for years. It's probably one of the earliest TED Talks I ever saw, which was Art Benjamin and his Mathemagics. Now, if you don't know who Art Benjamin is, he is a professor, I think, at Brown University of Math, but more importantly, he is a mental calculator, and he does these great, really entertaining shows about magic and math, and he always ends with this 5-digit squaring performance where he takes a 5-digit number pulled from the audience and squares it, multiplies it by itself. While that's impressive, and I'm not really gonna comment on that because that's a whole other video, it's interesting because he uses mnemonics in the middle of it. Because the numbers are so big, he has to hold certain parts of the answer in his mind using the major system, basically turning those chunks of numbers into images or words so that they're easy to remember when he has to go back and tally them all up to get the final answer. He's just so fast at it, it's awesome. So let's watch.
Without any more stalling, here we go. I'll start the problem in the middle with 37 times 691. Now let's see, oh my gosh, so that's 700 minus 9. I'll take advantage of that. Now 700 times 37 is 25,900. 37 times 9 is 333. Subtract the 2 to get 25,567. 25,000, do I believe that? Yeah, 25,567. Double that to get 51,134. 51,134, okay. 51,000 becomes light tomorrow. Light tomorrow is 51,134. That seems right, I'll go on. Next I do 37 squared, which is 1369, so I can say 1 billion. Take the 369, add that to light. Is there going to be a carry? No. 369, add that to light to get 420 million. Tomorrow. Okay, next we do 691 squared. That's 700 times 682 plus 9 squared. That's 477,481. Raft, if I need it, raft. Take the 477, add that to tomorrow to get 611,481. Yes! Good. Thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed Mathemagics. I'm Arthur Benjamin.
Wow. So what he had, light, tomorrow, and possibly the use of raft. So those 3 words were holding a 3-digit number each, right? Light, well wait, light would be 2 digits unless, what did he do there? 51,134. So he used light tomorrow to remember 51,134. 51 is light. The 5 and the 1 is an LT, and then 134 is TMR, tomorrow. So that helps him remember that 5-digit number. Anyways, this is awesome. Cool. All right, next up, I don't know this one. I don't think I've ever seen it, but the title of the video is Fastest Time to Say All 44 US Presidents in Order with Eyes Closed, AKA from memory. Based on my last video where we reviewed a kid saying pi really fast, I let him have it. Don't like these kind of records because most of the time you can't even tell what the frick they're saying. So let's give him a shot here.
I'm just Leonard, and I'm 12 years old, and I'm going to attempt to break the current world record for saying the president's fastest in an hour. Here's my clock. It's at 0. I'm practicing, working really, really hard, and the record's really hard to beat. And by the way, this is the first record I've ever done on Record Sarah, so it's really special to me. And I'm just trying to...
Well, he talks really fast, so he's got that going for him. I don't really understand a lot of what he's saying, but here we go.
And I'm just trying to defend my title, and I've been practicing a lot and getting a lot faster than I ever thought was even possible to get down to. And I wanted to get on video today, and I've just been practicing a lot, and I'm going to keep on practicing until I get it. So here you go. I'm not going to give up. Here you go. Here you go. .81 seconds.
4.81 seconds. Wow. I don't even think I heard a president name that like sounded like a president name. Ugh, I hate these records. Because the thing is like whatever the record is, someone wants to get faster, you have to eventually blur the words because you can't really go faster than the physics of your voice and your mouth, right? But man, this is, I mean, bravo, right? If this counts, but if we slow it down, can we even hear real president names? Let's see. No, there's nothing in there. No offense to this kid, great work on getting to this point, and I'm sure he knows all the presidents, which is great, but not a big fan of these records, sorry. All right, and now while I talk a little bit about today's sponsor, let's watch Andrea Muzii, the world memory champion, memorize and solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded while also driving a bike with no hands. What? So MindLab Pro is the world's first universal nootropic, and it's one that I've been trying for the past 6 months. I really like it just because it's unlike any other nootropic that I've ever tried on the market. Usually nootropics will just target 1 or 2 pathways like memory or focus, but these guys target as many pathways as possible, 6 to be exact, to optimize all areas of cognition. I like their branding, I like their style, I like that they are the industry's cleanest, smartest, and most sophisticated formulas. So please give them some love. Check out the link in the description and check out some of their products. I think I've seen this before, it's been a long time. The title is This Artist Draws Detailed Cityscapes Entirely from Memory. I think his name is like Stephen Wiltshire or something like that. Let's have a look.
And then memorize it, and then after being on a helicopter, and then straight back at the hotel, and then started to draw.
His incredible talent launched an artistic career that has taken him around the world.
Los Angeles, Dubai, Houston, Texas, and Tokyo in Japan.
And that's just to name a few.
New York's my favorite, Empire State Building.
And Stephen has no plans of stopping anytime soon.
Someone told me that people liked me drawings. I feel good, always be happy about it.
That's it. I wish I had given us more detail, but those pictures, I'd be curious to know how accurate they are, but even still, from what I'm seeing, it looks incredibly detailed. He's obviously able to pick up so much detail. And from what I understand, he's on the spectrum, so you know, he has a highly specialized skill here, which he's clearly tapped into. It's phenomenal. I wouldn't say this is fake. This looks real. And it's an incredible skill and amazing talent he has. Anyways, cool. Next one. Super fun. I always got to kind of throw in some video game thing, another blindfolded speed run, this time of Super Mario World. So last time we took a look at Super Mario 64, which is 3D environment. This one is a 2D platformer, which I'd assume is easier. There's only 4 directions your thing can move. But because these are older games, I don't think that they have the same kind of audio design complexity as Mario 64. There were a lot of audio cues you could use in that 3D game to your advantage. Here, I don't know what that's like. Let's take a look. I guess this is one of the early levels. Oh, this level is hard because there's places you can fall. All right, so far. Oh, okay. See, a lot of these, you know, I could imagine with practice, you just get the feel for, you know, where there's land, when you have to jump, the timing. Interesting. Going back there, I'm sure he's just kind of like resetting himself. But there's no audio cues. If you run into a wall, you don't know that. In Super Mario 64, you could run into a wall and actually get some audio feedback. Wow, that was rough.
I forgot it again. I might have just not even made that platform. I probably just let go, jump too early and fall.
All right, good to know that he's not perfect. That's good. This is, even just that little section is pretty impressive because now Like he times that well. He knows how far he has to go with the controller. Wow, there. Let's see. Yep, you got it. That's pretty good.
Alright,
Cool.
Why
That's
for
awesome.
we meet again?
I so want to try learning a blindfold speed run of a game that I love, maybe a Mario game. Let me know in the description if you'd like to see me make a video on me trying to learn how to do that. All right, I've gotten a few requests for this one, and I've heard about this. I've heard about LeBron James's memory, that he has a photographic memory. And I've always been a bit skeptical of people or the claim that someone has a photographic memory because the context is never given. So many people, for example, would say just casually when talking about me that I have a photographic memory. I don't. I have a trained memory. But in passing, somebody might say, oh, Nelson has a very good memory. He can look at something very quickly. That is photographic memory to me. So when somebody says or claims really quickly, oh, that guy has a photographic memory, or my grandmother had one, oh, I had a friend who had a photographic memory. It's like, I don't really know what that means, because in my mind, photographic memory means you can look at something, take a photograph, snapshot, that means like a second or two, and then you have the entire thing mapped in your mind. Personally, I don't think that exists, at least to that level, unless we're talking about some of these savants like we saw Stephen Wiltshire. That might be an exception, but for the average person, I don't think that really exists. We all have varying degrees of that capability. What I'm saying is the idea of photographic memory is very lightly used, and it doesn't always mean what everybody thinks it means. So anyways, LeBron's a really intelligent guy. I love the way he plays, but I've heard about it. I've never seen any examples of it. So let's watch this. This is a video of him, I think, talking about a series of plays from memory. So let's see.
The start of the fourth, I think they cut it to 14. Do you have any idea what, I mean, I think they scored 7 quick ones. Anything, what happened there?
What happened? We ran him, the first possession, we ran him down all the way to 2 on the shot clock. Marcus Morris missed a jump shot, followed it up. They got a dunk. We came back down. We ran a set for Jordan Clarkson, and he came off and missed it. They rebounded it. And we came back on the defensive end, and we got a stop. They took it out on the sideline. Jason Tatum took the ball out, threw it to Marcus Smart in the short corner. He made a 3. We come back down, missed another shot, and then Tatum came down and went 94 feet, did a Euro step, and made a right-hand layup timeout. There you go.
What? Wow. That's cool. That's awesome. That is just an amazing showcase of someone who is the best at what they do. And when you're the best, you remember stuff like that. I don't think he knows how he does it. I just know that he has a love for the game. He has a really high IQ in basketball. That's stunning, man. That just shows you, like, to have this guy on your team, he is in the game. How attentive must you be? How invested in the game, in the moment must you be to recall all that information, right? Not everybody's like that. And that's why LeBron is LeBron, right? But man, how many, he like got the names of the people who scored, what happened on the possessions, even that little fine detail of the guy doing the Euro step at the end for his layup, like, that's fascinating.
Fascinating.
So he remembered, probably remembers more, but he remembered about 1.5 minutes, maybe a bit less, of play-by-play, 6 possessions. That's nuts. I don't think I can do that. This guy needs to compete in memory competitions for sure.
Could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good.
I'm just kidding. We all know where we stand on that one. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations or other things you'd like me to see and comment on in terms of memory performances or memory showcases, let me know in the description. I'd love to see them. Love to make another video and kind of give my 2 cents on it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.